Yeah. The reason I joined, I heard the question you asked about, and I don't think it went much on it. The question of why is it that the political leaders in the southeast are quiet on what the claim
Yes.
Asari is making?
Yes, and he is not making the
That's
claim by paper writing. He is making a speech. He is granting
yes,
interviews saying, "My boys are the one fighting in the southeast," and nobody's talking
yes,
about it.
yeah. That is a conversation that every Biafran should be holding right now. Now, for me, the weakest House of Assembly members in Nigeria, the weakest politicians in Nigeria are from the southeast. And
Okay.
another thing I'm seeing, the people of the southeast are not even holding their politicians accountable.
Yeah.
How can somebody from even another region be constantly making claims that his boys are killing people in your own region, and no single member of the House of Assembly, whether Senate, has come out to say we need an explanation to what is happening? And the people on which the constitution these people are representing are not even coming out to demand for these their people to speak.
Yeah.
It's absurd. It's absurd. Now, let me point out something. There was one of your videos I watched. In that video, you missed one thing. Do you notice that Asari Dokubo, the last claim when he talked about his boys are in the theater and one other place fighting? Remember? Now, do you remember the news that you just released where the military said their people were attacked?
Two
Do you remember the
soldiers
case?
were killed. Exactly.
According to the military, which we know is false. Do you remember where they said it happened? Theater. It's the same theater.
Yes.
The same theater as Asari Dokubo. Are you linking it now? The
Yes.
same place as Asari Dokubo mentioned. It's the same theater. So why are the politicians in the southeast dumb? Why are they silent? Why are they keeping quiet? Now, the only person that was putting pressure on the politicians in the southeast right from the beginning, I've always said that none of the main politicians in the southeast want Nnamdi Kanu to come out. I've always said it. A lot of people, even including yourself, were misled, thinking that some of these politicians are actually want them to release Nnamdi Kanu. No, from the beginning, I've always said it. None of the main politicians wanted to release Nnamdi Kanu, including Soludo. You saw his last outing, what he said. The only reason that was pressurizing them to start making those broadcasts, when they make the broadcasts in the daytime, in the night, they will tell the federal government the other thing. Because the truth is that people that even come on air, that even pretend to say, release Nnamdi Kanu, none of them has really convinced me that they want Nnamdi Kanu released. I'm not even talking only the politicians. Because one, somebody said he wants freedom. He wants Biafra. Now you are saying, you come on air, you come on television, national television, say release Nnamdi Kanu is the solution to the insecurity, to stop the insecurity in the southeast. None of them has come out to face the underlying situation to say release Nnamdi Kanu and discuss Biafra. Because that's what Nnamdi Kanu wants. So how can you be saying releasing Nnamdi Kanu is the solution to the insecurity? You are not talking about the core reason. So the core reason why was he kidnapped in the first place? He wants freedom. So if you don't address the core root, so we release him. Is that what this is? Release Nnamdi Kanu and discuss Biafra. That's the only anybody who will be bold. Have you seen any politician say that? Any politician who will be bold to come on air and say release Nnamdi Kanu and discuss Biafra, that's the person that wants Nnamdi Kanu released. The rest are just faking it. And I hold our brothers in the Southeast responsible. They are not doing their work. They are not putting their politicians on their toes. And that's why somebody from another region can come and be openly bragging that is killing your people. And if Igbo people will keep quiet, nobody is even holding their look at Christmas now. Nobody is holding their politician and going marching to the politicians out and say, we demand an explanation of what has happened to unity. If the politicians, if the governors cannot do it, if the House members cannot do it, what about senators? Nobody is holding them accountable. So why will this thing not continue? It will continue. Asari Dokubo will continue to kill until the people decide to stop it. That's just the truth.
All right. Now I want to ask you just few questions. Okay, let me just restrict it to one question. Now, when it comes to the issue of Biafra and all these things, I could remember the date, the exact date. I'm just seeing the Southeast governors where they were standing holding that white paper when they were proscribing IPOB in the Southeast. Now, before the proscription of IPOB, I can tell you that we don't have insecurity challenges like this. Insecurity have been there in Nigeria right from time, but not at this level. Now, the reason why they proscribed IPOB was just because of influence of Nnamdi Kanu. Anything Nnamdi Kanu wants people to do, he will get it done. Because he can mobilize people without funds. He can, anytime even he himself, once he walked down along the street, look at his back, 500,000 people are following him. Thousands of people are already following him. So this is their fear. Now, come to think about this. The reason why I'm taking you back to this issue of Asari Dokubo, because what I am saying, what we are saying here is not going to end here. I was speaking to one person in Anambra State yesterday. I don't want to mention his name for some reasons. I was telling him that, look at, this is the purpose why I called you. Look at what what's it called? The proclamation of this man, that his boys are fighting in the southeast. What is the nature of the contract between you people and Asari Dokubo? Or what is the nature of the contract between federal government and Asari Dokubo? Because we are all dreaming. All these things are illusion. We say insecurity, insecurity, insecurity. Let us trace this thing now. Someone is telling you that his boys are in the... What are they doing? Who are they fighting? And what uniform does his boy wear? How would you know his boys? There are so many questions I asked the man today. He said, okay, the question you are asking is genuine. I think I have to call my fellow representatives so that we can discuss about it. Maybe our talk will die there. You understand? Because I don't trust them. The talk could just die there. But the question I'm asking, what do we do to know the truth?
It is
to bring all these people. Okay.
It is the people. You hear what I said? I said the people of the Southeast are not putting their members on their toes. You understand?
Okay.
They are not giving them pressure. Do you think those members, they do not know what is happening? Do you think they don't know? They know what is happening. But they are not being pushed. They are not being forced. The reason why you saw the people like Soludo pretending to go and see Nnamdi Kanu was because he wanted to stop sit-at-home in the first place. You understand? Remember, when Soludo came into power, there was nothing. He never talked about Nnamdi Kanu. He never thought of seeing Nnamdi Kanu. His first mission was his ending sit-at-home. He did this thing, went to church and said sit-at-home has ended. The next Monday, the sit-at-home were Bubaraba. So that was when he now remember there was somebody that they called Nnamdi Kanu. Do you remember? You know, all these things, we keep record of it. It was when the sit-at-home tied up. That was when he now remembered that there was somebody called Nnamdi Kanu. He now went to DSS to see him. So in the intention, the original purpose, it was never about Nnamdi Kanu. And I'm telling you, Nnamdi Kanu is never the priority of any Southeastern politician because they know that Nnamdi Kanu can never compromise. They have tried to compromise him. He will not compromise. So because he will not because he will not compromise on Biafra, they will not be able. They will stop at nothing to prevent the federal government from releasing him unless they are put on their toes. But right now there is no pressure. Tell me any politician in the Southeast who is under any pressure from the people. None of them. They are not under any pressure. So why do you think they will fight for Nnamdi Kanu release? Why do you think they will talk about Asari Dokubo? They know what is happening.
What do we do now?
The Southeasterners are not doing enough. They are not putting their papers on it. They not even use this thing. I'm not even talking about riot now. I'm not talking about protest now. You are not even seeing people speaking up. You are not even seeing NGOs in Southeast speaking up to say, what is our representative doing? Why do we have none of them is speaking up? They are just honestly, let me be frank with you. People they may insult me or don't insult. I think Southeastern people are the weakest people in Nigeria. That's the truth. I'm telling you, this cannot happen in Yoruba land. And people will keep quiet. Yeah, it cannot happen. It cannot happen in Yoruba and people will keep quiet. I used to think Igbo people are very, very, brave. But honestly, I'm beginning to think otherwise, honestly. That's
all right, sir. Look at the situation. Yeah. Do you think because of this agitation and a lot of people were not interested in election, that is why they don't even send the politicians, they don't even mind what they do, they just abandon everything. At the end now, this thing, look at it, is turning against everybody. Because I think because of agitation, a lot of people have abandoned politics. They have abandoned politicians. And what do you think about it? Do you think that apart from national issue, national election, when it comes to your own, who represents you, who governs you in your state, I think we should not play with it. You know why? Anybody imposed on you is going to do the will of someone who imposed it on you.
On this one, Okocha, right? On this one, Okocha, we have completely different opinion on it. As far as I'm concerned, there's no longer election in Nigeria since the advent. In fact, it was bad, but since Tinubu came in, the only person that will win, they will pronounce not win. The only person that they will pronounce winner now is somebody that's Tinubu or APC or their this thing, approve of. And when you go and check the people that got in from Labour Party. How many of them now are still in Labour Party?
Most of them have defected to APC. But do you think
that the truth is that the truth is that for me, it's just waste of time really talking about say this thing. Let's vote let's vote to people in. It's not by who you vote. It's not we have all seen it. It's not about the election. It's going to be worse. Now remember what this guy Tinubu said in the floor of the chamber. He said it's returning all of them. Do you know the implication of that? For a president to pronounce that I'm returning as he is the one now responsible. He's the 220 million Nigerians.
He's the INEC and everything.
He's not missing wells. He knows exactly what he's saying. So that's just a waste of time. If people should put their efforts, you understand, put their efforts in how to stop these people. It's by separation. All this thing is just wasting, delaying the doomsday. That's just the truth.
All right. This is the logic here. This is the logic. My opinion. I believe that what you are saying about Nigerian election, even the deaf knows about it. The blind are aware. We all are here now. I published the video up to 3 times when Tinubu went to Edo State. He says, "Do you love me? Do you love Adam Soshomon there? I am going to give Edo back to APC." And he meant what he said, and they did it. We were all watching when they posed Wike's cousin to Edo State, and they did the miracle they did to put Okpebolo instead of someone who won Aswe. But that one is apart. Then, what you said is absolutely true. But do you think that some places, not all the whole places, I knew the battle the other people fought, if not because of the returning officer, is it INEC chairwoman, something like that, or who pronounced it, who refused to take bribe? I know that is why Andesoti is there. If not, Andesoti will not be there. I'm aware of that.
Now, let me just quickly say something on that. Do you agree with me that it was not only because of the battle that the people fought, it was just because of that woman? The people fought would have been wasted if not for that woman that was willing to sacrifice her life. Because I'm telling you, that thing could have cost her life. I
think so. But what about like a state like Anambra? Do you think that because someone they were projecting, even what is it called, the senior president Akpabio told us that Ifeanyi Oba was the person they were projecting to. He said Ifeanyi Oba was supposed to be the next governor. In other words, just imagine their plan. But the man, I don't know, it is God that giveth life. The man have passed away. Then, do you think that, because Anambra is very crucial now.
No, if there is still election, if Biafra dictators, if they are serious, there should be no election in Anambra State. But if there is still election in Anambra State, Soludo will still win. He will still
Why do you think? Yes. Why do you think Soludo will still win? Because
APC doesn't. No, as far as Anambra State is concerned, right? It will look like magic for you to remove for Abga to lose Anambra State at this present moment. It will look like magic.
Why do you think so? But they don't have senators, they don't have House of Rep like that, they don't have House of Assembly like that.
Yes, but it's not it's the states. It's the states this thing. So right now, if you want to really do election in Anambra State, how many people will vote for? If they want to vote for APC, that one is too clear.
Don't even call APC. Don't
even call APC. It's too glaring. But for me, if the Biafra agitators are serious, there should be no election in Anambra State. They should use Anambra State to set an example.
Okay, but you know why I'm saying this? If, for example, now, I'm the person of Soludo, that is why I'm saying it. Let me just be blunt to you. I think the man has been doing so many things that I personally don't like, and I think people don't like it. Okay? The man has been, especially the way he's handling the issue of Nnamdi Kanu, the issue of insecurity, trying to play holy. He don't like listening to people. And I'm not trying to talk about political aspect of it. Like last year when he was writing later that an Igbo man cannot be president, Obi should go and sit down, doing all those things. I'm not even talking about those ones. But the way he's handling the issues of agitation, it doesn't make sense at all.
No, the thing is this, right? Any politician right now that is serving under the present structure of Nigeria, I'm not in support of them. They can never do well. It's just Alessoti is just by the way. You understand? Under this system of Nigeria is designed to fail. There are so many loopholes of how you can escape. When they design the law and they set up loopholes where people who still can remove. You understand? Look at the former Anambra State governor. You understand? So they design everything and they set up the loophole. So any person serving under this system, you understand? For me, it's a fraudulent system. So I'm not interested in this system that we're still talking about. It's a wasted system. What I'm interested in is a complete change of system. If the country cannot break up, if there is regional dispute, good. Each region has their own dispute. But if the country will break up, that's why I'm so disappointed in most of this agitation, this division, this money mongering that is going on. If there is an election, Anambra State election if there is an Anambra State election and it's conducted and voted somebody in, they should not forget about Biafra. All these people talking Biafra, these people that have been supporting, they should not even talk anything about Biafra again. That is not this is a waste of effort and time. It's so unfortunate that Finland got into this blackmail against their own citizens.
Okay.
It's so unfortunate.
All right. What do you have to say about this issue of the northern Nigeria, challenge with Tinubu because of the Niger Republic's president allegation that Tinubu is colluding with terrorists like Nakurawa and Boko Haram to destabilize their country, to blow up their pipeline funded by France, that France has given Tinubu some amount of money.
Nobody will doubt that kind of claim now. We've all listened to people who should know. We've listened to T.Y. Dajuma, who was former chief of army staff of Nigeria, explaining to us what was happening, how the military was colluding with terrorists. He supported, they provided their cover. T.Y. Dajuma said it. We'll listen to Commodore Kunle Olawumi, where he explained in details what is going on, telling you that city governors under Buhari, ministers, that they were sponsors, House of Assembly members that they were sponsors of this thing. We know. We remember when Saudi Arabia provided lists. Until today, they kept it from us of terrorists that they arrested in their country. So, and again, we've seen France, all the countries that France said they have been providing security for. The more they say they provide this security for, the more insecurity in the country, the more terrorism in the country. So, how can you say you have military base in the country, you are protecting the country, yet the terrorism in the country will increase? Why will Chad be expelling you? As what's it called? Burkina Faso. Mali, all of them were waiting how managed. Now let you do. So we know I 100% we agree with what this guy do. And again, before a president, a whole military president will come out and say something. You think he don't have the details? He has the details. But for me, I think it's a good one for us. This may even be an advantage for Nigeria to break up peacefully, because the core north. Let me not say north. The core north, all those south, northwest and northeast. They will pick a Niger Republic than southern Nigeria, because they are more inclined to Niger Republic. So anything that affects Niger Republic, in fact, they will sabotage Nigeria government if Nigeria was to fight Niger Republic. They will sabotage Nigeria both in the military, in the police, in the air force.
When the Niger coup happened, you saw what transpired. When France was luring Tinubu into aggression with the Nigerian. The northern Nigeria people are the people who stood firmly against the decision of Tinubu to carry out airstrike against this military leader. So I saw everything.
The entire Sahel region into war zone.
But the man is not listening.
Let me quickly say this, Kucha. You know that the disadvantage of having a president who has so many baggages, who is compromised, is what is happening to Nigeria now. Because right now, you do not know what France has on Tinubu. Okay. You do not already. We've heard that it's an asset to America. Now, obviously, so Tinubu will be willing to do anything France wants, because you don't know what they have on him. You understand? So, but for me, I think it's going to be a win-win for us, because at the end of the day, this may push Nigeria to the brink. Because to me, let me be frank with you, Tinubu, as bad as he is still 100%. For me, it's still 100% better than it would have. Even if it was Obi will not have been able to the decision that Tinubu will take now. I am telling you.
Tinubu is stubborn now.
Yeah, Obi will not be able to take this. Obi will be dance to the tune of what the Fulani will want. And Tinubu is stubborn. This task bill alone, if he carry it through, is enough to break Nigeria up. I am telling you. So
and Tinubu is not ready to withdraw the task bill.
Yes. So he should push it ahead. So if they come to that point, it may get to that point where they will say, oh, okay, we would rather just form this. I think they wanted to even make a Niger, another state in northern Nigeria. So let them just, they will just convert it and add it to their listing and form their own country, which is fine. But for what I'm seeing, I think it's a good one. The more Tinubu is making this move he's making with France, the more northern Nigeria will be angry with Tinubu. And it may even help to break up Nigeria peacefully without actual war.
But I have a problem with the African presidential system, my brother. The issue is that I don't know the population of Nigeria, but I'm sure we'll be up to 200 million to 220 million or thereabout. And I am so surprised that a country like France don't need the consent of 200 million plus people. They only need the president.